Hi, Ginger. Welcome back. Have a seat. Thanks for noticing. I changed the paint just a little bit to give the room a lift. Would you like a bottle of water? Okay. So last week when you were here, we discussed the stresses of work, your family, and how you'd use drink to relax and as a coping mechanism and other related factors. And we also discussed your group meetings and as well as your support system that you have. We also discussed you starting a journal to reflect and jot down each time you feel stressful moments or things that you can't control, as well as your reactions to those things. Okay, so what brings you in today? How are we doing today?
I guess I'm having problems in all areas, but some days I think I can manage.
Can you tell me about the problems you are having? Well, I know it's painful. I know it's painful for you to hear these things. I know, and that you feel like they're negative things, and right. So how do you feel when these things happen? Depressed? Guilty? So you're saying that you're still having problems, but there are days that you can cope. Am I correct? Okay. Sure. So what's a typical day for you? A typical being now in your life. What would a typical day be like? Difficulty getting up in the mornings, lethargic. You just do what you have to do. Okay. So, can you tell me your ideal day? An ideal day that you would have. What would be different? Get up, able to function, be rested, work, family activities would be positive. Okay. And can you tell me about the days you're finding it easier to manage? What's different? Right. You don't drink as much on those days. Okay. Well, I want to tell you that I appreciate your sharing with me that you're still struggling, but you are saying that you're coping better and that you're not drinking as much. Correct? Okay.
I told you last time how my family wanted me here. I think maybe I realized that I need to be here.
So if I'm hearing you correctly, you're saying that your family wanted you to be here, as we discussed that, but you've come to the realization that you need to be here. And that's a positive, a very big positive move for you. So what's changed from our previous sessions and how you come to the realization to be here now? Right. Okay, your family. Okay. Well, that tells me, Ginger, that you care about your family and about you too, and that's a very positive step. You will be able to function better. Right. Oh, yeah.
I don't want things to stay the way they are, but I don't want to know really what to do.
Okay, so explain staying as they are. Unable to function, the drinking, the stress, the depression. So what actions do you feel you can do to initiate change in this area? Sure. So we take away the negativity and it won't be as stressful. Right. Coping with the drinking. Sure. So can you explain to me what you do differently about your current situation? Going to the group meetings helps, sure. That's great. Journaling. And you're running a great deal. How much do you run a day? Awesome. That's very good. You're able to run and participate. Okay. So you shared with me last time about your drinking. Could you tell me a little more about it, about how often you're drinking and how much? Are there certain times you feel compelled to drink? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Perhaps there's something I can change, but I'm scared.
So on the one hand, you want and really need a change, but on the other hand, you have a fear of relapse. Am I correct? Well, relapse does happen. However, you are building coping skills to avoid and overcome moments, but it can happen. So if I'm hearing you correctly, you have a fear that you will have a problem handling your stress and the negative days without alcohol to drink. And I also understand that you will not be able to cope. Okay. So you're also wanting, I understand you say you're wanting to develop alternate coping skills other than the alcohol. Great, great.
Yeah, I'm afraid that I'll feel just as bad if I stop drinking and won't know what else to do to cope.
I understand. I perfectly understand. And as I said, the inability to drink would have a fear that you would be unable to handle. However, with your group meetings and your family unit and our sessions, I feel that you'll be able to build better coping skills and that you'll be able to achieve the goal that you want. I want to encourage you to continue with your change. Okay? The meetings, the group meetings, our sessions, the support from your family is giving you a sense of security. And you have come to the realization that you need help and you're wanting to make change in your life to help both you and your family. We are addressing areas that are vulnerable, such as your self-worth, and your counseling therapy here, along with those meetings and families, are helping you to have a realization for that change and a better life. So before you go home today, Ginger, I would like to make a suggestion. Each time you feel a stressful moment and you put this in your journal, I would like for you to list everything that contributes to these feelings. We cannot always, we cannot always control them, but we can build or try to control our reactions. Great, great. And also make a to-do list and check off after you've completed each one. Okay. All right. So I will see you next week. And remember, if you need me at any time during that 7-day period, you're free to call. Sure. And I'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.